I did too.
Yeah.
Well, that was an interesting ARK group meeting. I really like what you said about teaching being a three-legged stool.
Oh, well, I got it from one of my professors when I was getting my certification. He said that one leg is that the teacher has to have excellent command of the curriculum. The second leg is the teacher has got to know his pedagogy, how to share his knowledge in the classroom. And the third leg is having great relationships with the students. He said, if any one of those three legs is missing, well, it's impossible to be a great teacher.
Wow, that is really good stuff. I've got to get to class, so I'll see you all later.
Perfect. See you later. Bye.
Well, I'm going to go to my class for a little bit.
Oh, I'll head there with you and we can visit some.
Okay.
Well, you know, the relationship piece is the best thing I've gotten out of ARK. Once I started letting my kids know that I care about them, even my most difficult students start showing me respect.
Exactly. You know, I had a situation in my classroom where a student started acting out mid-year. He wouldn't listen to a word I said, and he was extremely disruptive. So I shared my frustration with my ARK group. Well, come to find out, Ms. Morgan had the student last year and said the same thing happened in her classroom.
Wow.
I know. Apparently, the student takes medication for attention deficit disorder, but his mother takes him off the medicine when she can't afford it. So Ms. Morgan's suggestion was that I hold a meeting with his mother and the school nurse and brainstorm ways to get him regulated again. I took her advice, and once we got him regulated, he became one of my best students.
Oh, good.
Yes.
You know, another thing I like about ARK is that I'm getting to know the members of my group.
Same here. I mean, I really felt support from my peer teachers. If I'm having an issue with my students, I have a place I can go for suggestions and for feedback.
Yeah. You know, the bi-monthly meetings have brought my group closer together. And I love the fact there's no griping allowed. Instead, we just listen to each other and problem solve as a group. Oh man, and a big issue I wrestled with this year was the use of cell phones in my classroom. I got tired of hearing my girl students fight about receiving text messages of their boyfriends walking down the hall with other girls. Look, when I shared it with my ARK group, most of the other teachers were dealing with the same issue. So we decided to take it up with our school administrators.
Well, you know, it's sure working here. I wonder how ARK is going in other schools.
In spring 2014, teachers from James Madison High School were interviewed after participating in the ARK for Teachers program. What do you take away from participating in an ARK group?
Before, I would feel like I was alone, and I was the only one dealing with certain issues in my classroom, but after the get-together, I kind of got closer to my, fellow co-workers, and I feel like more of a family now, and now I kind of know how to walk into my classroom and separate behavior from students and try to reach out to them more. And I feel ever since the ARK training, I have grown closer to my students, and I have really special relationships with them now.
The ARK program supports you. It's a network that gives you some support, and many times there isn't much support for teachers in terms of, there's academic support, but there isn't really support in terms of dealing with everyday issues. And I thought it was wonderful. I actually looked forward, and I was sort of upset and bummed when it ended early.
So, ARK gives us a working background of some areas we've never delved in before, and we can incorporate what we've picked up in ARK and stick it into what we already know, and that helps to smooth it out a little more. So I'm grateful to have had the classes that I had.
With ARK, I learned to view my students, as people, who needed love, who needed care.
I got kind of stuck in my ways, as far as the kids go. Most of them think that I'm mean or whatever, but after coming to this, I kind of softened up a little bit, and there have been instances where infractions have occurred that would have been like that, but I gave them second chance or third chance, and let them make it, But that being said, they really didn't get away with anything because they understood that, there are rules that need to be followed, and I will enforce the rules. But on the backside of it, I will help you any way I can. So I got that out of being here with the group and develop deep relationships with the students, because a lot of the stuff that happens around here, the students know about it. And I've developed some relationships where they'll come and confide in me and let me know, so we can diffuse situations before they even get out of hand. And that's a plus, building relationships like that with the kids.
For me, it was just like a weekly shift in perspective. It kind of just changes the way that you look at your students, the way that you interact with them.
Because I like the ideas, I like to hear the personalities in there. During the week, we're really so busy. I know we should make time to go and visit, but you don't always get a chance to sit one-on-one and hear how different people handle different things.
We're doing things a lot for the kids academically, but with this art training, we got an opportunity to talk about classroom behavior, what's happening in our class, in terms of how we deal with the students when they react this way.
Did you guys know that Mindo did a study that showed that if a student has at least one person on campus that truly cares about them, whether it's a teacher, a counselor, a coach, it reduces their chances of dropping out of school by 97%. That is very, very powerful. Which one of you is going to be that teacher?
I've been around these students so long, I know their habits, I know their attitudes, their personalities. And I'm a one individual dealing with 30 or 40, throughout the week. And I find that most of them are missing the biggest thing, and that's some attention and love. And the ARK tells us, we must put them first and we must show them unconditional love. And I think we do that every day. And for the new people that come in here that haven't had that experience of knowing these students, it's a little hard for them. They've got to start from a different angle. With me, I give them tough love and nice love and, let them know they're wanted and they're needed, because they never get that.
Look at the kids that are being supported well at home and school. They turn out much better persons.
The burnout factor is not seeing the results of the work you put in, you know? I mean, all it takes is one kid that you reach to make you stick with it. So, and with this, we're starting to get more feedback, from the kids, as opposed to you blah, 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 like talking to the wall, and is it sticking, You can see some of the results because they change their behavior too, I mean, the response to us is a change. It's a subtle change, but if you know to watch them close enough, you can see that they are registering.
I'm grateful to have had the classes.
Found it very beneficial.
ARK has helped me.
Overall, awesome.
ARK, thank you very much.